A huge topic of controversy in the world of college over the past few years is the debate of whether these college athletes should receive pay for their play time, their use of the photos of them, and as well as the items that have their names on them. Many people believe they should not receive pay. However, I do believe they should receive some sort of payment for these things, but it should not be in the form of direct money in their pocket while attending the university. Personally, I never got to play college sports, much less Division I college sports, but throughout high school, I did play a lot of baseball, and I got to travel, got to meet a lot of coaches, and I was supposed to go on and play. And from this personal experience, like I said, I got to meet several coaches and staff members at these universities, and not everything they taught you was about the playtime on the field. It's like several different instances, the college coaches would talk to us and tell us about the great opportunities of playing for them, what they could offer us, how they could get us better, how we could get to the next level. But whenever the aspect of a scholarship got brought up, many times it sickened them because they didn't have much to offer there. For instance, one of the A&M baseball coaches told us that they didn't have a single kid on a full ride scholarship attending the university simply because they could not afford it to give him the full ride while giving everyone else the minimum amount. This is how he explained it based on the NCAA rules. For Division I baseball, the school is allowed 11.7 scholarships per year, and this is to be divided up amongst 27 players out of a 35-man roster. So this leaves 8 spots unfilled, which is room for walk-ons, where these walk-ons will not be able to receive a scholarship that year. They can in the future. And to think about working so hard for your future in the game just to receive a 25% scholarship offer is tough. It's real tough. Especially when, according to a CBS article, states that your college Division I baseball player, college athlete, is going to spend 42 hours a week devoting his time to the sport alone, which is 10 more hours than he's going to spend on academics. Now imagine trying to do all this while working a job, trying to pay for room, for board, for food, your classes, just to get your education. As it is already, these college athletes feel like they don't have enough time for school. Like it's already crammed for them. And this is all considering that 86% of student athletes live around $1,800 below the poverty line. Many kids rely on a big scholarship. Oftentimes they need a full ride just so they can go get that education, get that degree, get to the next level of their life and help them succeed, which if they don't have that full ride, they can't do. And even on these full ride scholarships, the students average a shortfall of roughly $3,200 per year. Paying these college athletes would make the games more competitive, I also feel like. You're going to pay them based on their play, their performance out there, and it's going to give them like a ranking which they like to hold up. And it's going to make them work harder like to keep that ranking too. While doing this is going to take the extra stress and time out of getting another job to make ends meet, which allows more time for focus on the game, increasing their play, but also for their classes and academics. It's going to help them improve their grades. Also, it's going to prevent them athletes for underperforming and for being tired. That's also going to help them with improving their play and their class time. Like I said in the beginning of the speech, I do believe in some sort of payment for these college athletes, and based on the availability of scholarships, the room and board and cost, food and classes, all of this going along with the countless hours they spend out on the field traveling all over, not being able to pay for these items. There is already talk of paying these college athletes that they've been talking about, the NCAA has, and it's not a done deal yet, and they're still working out kinks in it to where it's going to benefit the players and the programs of the colleges. But the NCAA is also looking at taking one of the same routes I would be suggesting to take, which is offering up these payments in the form of a scholarship, to where it can be, this scholarship is going to be put towards your room, like your board, maybe some food, just anything in living, just to help with the expenses of a college, normal college student's life. It would take a huge burden off these student athletes' backs. Another great way you could go about this is what they call a drop box, I found. Or a lockbox. And what it is, these student athletes earn money over the course of playing and the time being at the university. Well, this lockbox isn't going to be able to access unless you complete your education, get your degree, you get out of the university and you succeed. Well, you could also do a combined effort of these two where you have the lockbox, and throughout that lockbox throughout the year, they can access money they need to pay for their rooms, to pay for food, to pay for your classes, allowing just enough out. Which this is huge for players to learn their money management. It's a big thing for young adults in the world simply because you're trying to figure that out. You come from a home, you're trying to figure out how your money management works, and it's good for young adults. To wrap this up, I do believe hard work and the hours spent by college athletes should be rewarded with some sort of payment system to help them complete their education and lead to a successful career even after college, even if it isn't in professional sports. Thank you.